Hey, what is up? Welcome back to my channel. So a mouse is a mouse is a mouse, right? No, not at all. A mouse is your key to unlock the full potential of the modern day computer. It's so much more of a personal choice than most people even realize, and it certainly isn't just some unimportant, replaceable accessory. Today I'm going to talk you through my mouse of choice, the Logitech MX Master 3 for Mac, a device that changes everything. So if you missed it, I recently released a video of my new keyboard, the MX Master Keys for Mac. And while I was there busy ordering that, I figured it's time to upgrade my mouse too. But Chad, you already have the MX Master 2S. Was that necessary? Are they even that different? Well, yes, imaginary person. Yes, they are. The MX Master range has had a wonderful update. The for Mac part of it being on the styling front, where you now get a premium black finish and space gray that just looks killer. Let's be honest, this mouse was designed with ergonomics in mind. This is really important because it makes sure that you don't get an injury if you use your mouse all day long. It has a slightly elevated angle on the predecessor, which I really prefer. It's a whole lot more comfortable to my hand. When picking a mouse these days, you really have to give some thought as to your scrolling preference. Do you prefer having a touch surface that you can use your fingers to scroll and navigate around, or do you prefer having scroll wheels? Yes, wheels. Because the MX Master has two, both of which are significantly upgraded from the predecessor. The main wheel is made of machined steel and has an electromagnetic scrolling mechanism. This means it is super quiet and feels so good. Scrolling never felt this good. It's also a whole lot more accurate. Honestly, as a feature in itself, for me, this is totally my favorite feature of this mouse and is a great reason on its own to buy it if scrolling is a big thing to you. It also lets you switch between 3 pre-configured devices. Now this is something that was in common with the predecessor model, but I wanted to mention it here for those of you who are not aware of the MX Master range or have never heard of it before. Essentially, there's a little button on the underside of the mouse that lets you switch between each of your 3 devices. This is a game changer for any of you who has ever had to repair multiple devices all the time. Gone are the days of having a mouse that has a left click, a right click, and a scroll wheel. The MX Master 3 has an extra 3 buttons, which are pre-configurable. To add to that, they've given you an extra 4 spots of configuration by introducing a concept, gestures. Essentially, you hold down the thumb button while moving the mouse in a pre-configured direction. And essentially for each of those directions, you can set up what you would like the mouse to do in each of those instances. Now, this is not just a one-size-fits-all solution. And what's so great about it is you can actually configure each of these gestures to a particular unique application. It might take you a little while to decide on your ideal configuration, but once you've got it all set up, it'll be hard to use anything else. In my case, I've used the back and front buttons to zoom in and out in Premiere Pro, whereas for all other applications, these serve the copy and paste functionality. In terms of gestures, a left slide opens up a new Finder window or Explorer for those of you on Windows. A right slide opens up a new browser. Slide up opens up a screenshot, which is also pretty handy, and a slide down opens up a calculator. Yes, a calculator. I am, after all, a chartered accountant. If you've heard all of that and think I'm done talking about features, you'll be surprised to know that I have one more to mention, Logitech Flow. For a long time, working between Windows and Mac has been an absolute nightmare. One of the pros of being on the Apple ecosystem is the ability to copy something on your iPad or iPhone and paste it straight into your MacBook Pro in an instant. Now, Logitech Flow essentially lets you do this with Windows and Mac, so you can copy something on one of your machines and paste it straight away onto another. The other great thing is you can actually scroll your mouse between your 2 machines if they are located right next to each other. Of course, you need to set all of this up beforehand, but it's one of those cool features that might make a big deal for some people, so I thought to mention it here too. In terms of charging, I have to mention that I love the way that Logitech have dealt with the charging on the MX Master 3. If you've ever used one of the predecessor models or even Apple's Magic Mouse 2, you'll know how annoying it is having to flip the mouse upside down to access the charging port, and of course while it's charging you're not able to use it at the same time. Well, that's now all changed with the MX Master 3 because the charging port is located on the front and you can actually use it while you're charging it. Game changer. Lastly, the mouse is compatible with Logitech's unifying receiver. All this is a little Bluetooth device that lets you pair up to 5 Logitech devices. And for me, what this means is I can plug it into my PS4 Pro and enjoy a gaming experience with a keyboard and mouse with an unnoticeable level of lag or latency, which is great. If there's any doubt at all after watching this review, let me make the record straight. The Logitech MX Master 3 is the best mouse I've ever used, and I'm delighted with my purchase. In terms of cons, well, as far as I can see, there are none. Thanks so much for watching this video, and if you made it through all the way to the end, why don't you drop down a little mouse emoji for me in the comments below? That's random, I know, but what the heck, why not? And of course, if you enjoyed it at all, please hit the like button down below, hit the subscribe button if you'd like to see more from me and my channel in the future, and of course the notification bell too if you'd like to get notified when I post a new video. That's all for today. I'll see you in the next one.